Hello everybody, welcome back to ComedIan MTG. My name is Ian. A couple weeks ago I did a draft with Team Turn 3, a streaming group that is one of the oldest in CEDH, and it was a blast. Today I have the draft video for you, but there is also more. There is the gameplay for when we drafted Commander Legends, and that gameplay will be linked right here, and it is a great time. Now, as many know, I am responsible for the Winota Primer on the CEDH decklist database, and about a couple picks into this draft, I figured I might as well draft Boros today in this new Commander Legends set.
Alright, well we should be live now.
Here we go.
Might want to do some introductions while we're looking at Pack 1 here. Tonight, I'm here, Pongo, and I'm joined by Morgan, who I think is here more consistently than I am. We have two special guests, twice, and Ian of ComedIan fame. We make two picks, right?
No, it's one.
It's just one.
Oh, it's only one.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
So as this was my first time doing Commander Legends, I decided to go with Commanders to start off. I did Bella Borka and Arden to start us off, but I was very excited about Arden being able to slap on equipments to creatures basically for free. So at this point, I'm just kind of looking around, finding out what's going to help me best to make a very strong equipment deck. With this pick 3, I struggled a lot. I ended up thinking I was doing Krark, and then I thought about Breaches for a bit, but I decided on Burnished Heart because it's a great way to fix mana in any deck. Now, I got really excited about this Meteor Mace because it looks like a great card to play. It cascades and is an equipment that gives a giant buff to your creatures. Plus, if I have Arden in the command zone, I can equip it for free. That seems awesome. I ironically picked a card, and now I feel like I'm stuck in these colors already.
Oh no. Oh
I'm
no.
very curious what card.
After grabbing that Meteor Maze, Open the Armory seemed like a perfect pick because it allowed me to go search it right out of my deck, and seeing as it was probably going to be one of my best cards, any extra redundancy seemed great. Here, there was a lot of stuff in my colors, but I think Hero's Blade just ended up popping out a lot more to me. Like, the two rares in this pack are definitely interesting, but I'm trying to live a meme dream right now, and I can't let myself down, so this is some spicy garbo over here. Seeing as I was pretty sure Arden was my other commander, I definitely picked Breaches in that last pack. I feel like there's definitely a limit on how many Open the Armories I can draft.
Oh
The
god.
limit does not exist.
Was the answer any of them? I feel like the answer was any of them. Now, previously Spleen had been really jazzed about getting Krark, but he ended up passing on it a couple times.
Man, this Krark is still going. I feel bad.
Just take it. It's yours. I think I bought into the meme too far at this point.
Did we all just meme each other? Is that what's happening here?
This is definitely a format of memes, so...
I actually really enjoy Soulfire in this deck because it allows me to deal direct damage to my opponents, especially with very large creatures, and it allows me to be removal in a deck that normally will struggle to find it.
Oh god damn it, that came around.
As we get towards the end of the pack here, a lot of my picks become relatively mediocre. I'm just trying to grab bodies that will eventually deal some damage. I feel like flyers are a premium in this set. And here's Krark still in the pack. You know what? I'm not going to stand for this
It's better than
Krark.
not picking a card.
No, I was gonna take it. Yeah. I swear. Oh my god, the wheel is still going. That's actually
If
impressive.
this was real,
Still here.
did someone actually take that card? What the hell?
Despite my deck being janky, at the end of pack 1 I'm feeling really good because I have a lot of cards that open in my colors, which means a lot of options. Yo, my colors are open!
Are your
As they
colors
should
red?
So the card I get here in pack 1 is a Chroma's Wool, which is a great card if I ever get a solid board. Draft bad colors, and that way I'm not really upset about anything. Now this next pick here for me is super easy because I get a Cage of Hands, which is a great card because it is a removal spell, and a removal spell that I can tutor with Open the Armory because it's an aura, so it fits really well in my deck. I'm just getting a bunch of really solid beaters here in these next couple picks, some really solid equipment, so things are looking pretty decent. My deck may not be the strongest, but I definitely am able to go for the game plan that I set out to. And here it's one of these frustrating packs where I just grab another Pirate's Cutlass to live the dream. The problem is I have no context on what's not garbage here.
It's all garbage. This is a format of garbage.
So at this point I look at my curve and I realize my curve is super high, so I gotta pick up some low drop creatures that when Arden and an equipment come down in, I know I will be able to slap some equipment onto them. So that's why you see me looking at some of these 1-drops that I hadn't been looking at before. Hero's Blade obviously is a great snap pick for this, and Foundry Inspector is also a good pick because it allows me to drop my equipment much cheaper and then have them all go on to a creature with Arden's ability. So once again, the sake of my curve is why I pick up some of these smaller creatures here. Now, my next pick, I really am stuck in a situation where I'm looking for literally anything I can throw in the deck, and I thought that Elena at least would be a good body as opposed to the Fire Diamond there.
Is Monarch like worse with more Monarch cards just existing?
In some ways, yes.
Maybe we need one of
Right?
these.
Like, yeah.
But honestly, like the Monarch has been like one of the most fun aspects of this draft format for me.
Yeah, I mean, Monarch's a great mechanic in general.
So as we come to the end of pack 2 here, you notice that I'm just picking up bodies for the deck, anything that can really fill in the curve. Not really much premium spells that I'm excited to be picking up here. For example, this pick was really egregious because of just how poor it all was, and I really couldn't decide with a lot of these. At least with the Seraph, I know a flyer in the air is going to do some stuff, but I'm not thrilled about these Dragon Eggs. And I get a really good card here in War Room because it's going to allow me to draw some cards, which is great when you have Boros commanders because card draw is not something that is readily available. I think about Slaughter the Strong for a second, but disagree.
With War Room, if you have partner, do you lose 2 life?
Like, yeah.
Now we're definitely at a point in the draft where I can just pick a bunch of creatures to fill in the curve. I have a lot of the equipment I already need, so filling in the game plan there isn't that bad. I tend to look around and just try and figure out which bodies are going to do the best. Luckily I run into some removal here. Now this spell in particular that I'm going to end up picking has a mechanic where it does more damage with the more spells cast, which isn't something I'm probably going to be doing a lot of, but it's removal, which is something I'm in desperate need of. And now one of my most exciting picks, a creature that allows my creatures to have double strike if they are equipped, which is obviously huge with the synergies in my deck that are already existing.
So, it would seem like this card would be a snap for me, like a slam dunk, but then if you think about what the rest of my deck's doing, it seems pretty bad. I'm gonna draft Pirate Cutlasses until my eyes cross. That's my plan.
I really didn't expect to be drafting a bunch of 1-drops in this multiplayer format, but here we are.
Oh, yo, my curve is fat. Oops.
Same though.
But it's not like a good fat.
No.
It's like a chunky fat.
Yeah, I'm a little chonky too. All right.
I guess I am drafting this Marble Diamond.
I definitely do get a couple of these diamonds, but I definitely should have picked up a few more in the draft. I didn't really realize how vital they would be, especially with how high the CMC of this format was. I really wasn't expecting it to be as insanely expensive as most of these spells were, but it's a very large format and it's commander based, so it's definitely supposed to be a lot more swingy and large. Right now I'm just trying to fill in the curve. I end up drafting a lot of these trusty pack beasts because they get equipment back from the graveyard if they ever end up going there. This pick, I end up going with Angelic Gift, which in retrospect was definitely more of me thinking it was a cute choice with Open the Armory and not like a good pick, but that's where we end up with. Due to the fact that my archetype isn't exactly the strongest, I am just kind of filling in the curve and not really providing a lot of like extra strength to the deck, seeing as most of the equipment are not in these packs, so that was a little disappointing as far as that aspect. And now we are getting to the last few picks in this draft. My deck is definitely looking to do what I set out to do, which was slam some Boros equipment onto the battlefield, and I can't wait for you guys to see the game. Thanks for watching the draft. Remember, part 2 is available right here.